Good morning, everyone. Hello. It's freezing here. Hi, Linda. Hope you're feeling better. Hi, everybody. Wow. I'm watching all the names go by to see which ones have a sweater progress photo in because I'm like, holy cow, there's 31. And out of that 31 people, a few of you have two, just like I do, and Connie has three. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Wow. Good morning all over, all the way across the United States. All right. Well, we have edgings to work on today, and I don't want to keep everyone all day long, but I do need to go over the edging, all 3 rows of it. So I did come on a couple minutes early because I want to get started on it. I'm excited about it. I did only my one for the edging, and then I'll be doing it with you. So, yeah. So, basically, what I did last week is I put everybody's name in and drew from the progress last week, and not everyone got got in that because they didn't know. And I'm sorry about that. But today I went through and I put everyone in, and they're 31. Oh my goodness. Does it sound okay, Deb? Steve has his blue wrench today. He is here. Hello, Steve. Steve's here to whack trolls. Oh, and he's here to crochet too. Uh-huh. So say hi to Steve. Okay. All righty. Dory's even here. She's up. She doesn't have to work this morning. See, that's why I like it when you guys send me messages when you win something, because then I get to know who you are, where you live, all that stuff on a more personal basis, you know? And when your name comes up and it's something different, I still know who you are. Cindy's here too. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. Well, our regular show will still go on. So you'll still be able to win some paparazzi jewelry. You'll still be able to play Let's Make a Yarn Deal from Christi's Closet D-Stash. And we'll probably give away some stitch markers at the end. So it's a full regular show. But in the meantime, we're going to work on week 3 of the baby sweater. And I am working on the blue one with everybody and the yellow one by myself as I do the pattern. Well, it's a pattern I've done. It's just that I've never written anything down before. So a few of you said yours was a little bit bigger than it should be. So Beverly said what she did was she ripped back row number 8 of the yoke, and then she did the single crochet with the increases on row number 8, and then that way it brought it down a hair for her, and that's fine as long as you always come out with the stitches that you need when you start the body. It's all good. I am not going to do that, but because mine is 10.5 and that's what I want. And the reason why I want that is because, you know, when you give a baby sweater and they bring the baby home. Sometimes they don't even go out for a week or two unless they have to. And then the sweater's already too small. So I was not concerned about what the size was, because that way it gives them much longer to use the sweater. Plus, if everyone was listening to me talk about my granddaughter, she was a little chub. And so she grew so fast that she was wearing 6 months at like 3 months. So I just figure that it's going to be used, and you want it to be used. So anyway, I did not cut my yarn. I kept it right here in the corner where we left off. So if you cut yours, you're going to start in the corner. But that's only because that's where I am. You could actually start anywhere on the sweater at this point, as long as you're on the edging and you're looking at the front of your work. So if you don't know if it's your front of your work, which I think you probably do, the very first row, if you look at that and you see your stitches are looking toward you as if you were doing them, that's the front of your work. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take and draw a winner from last week, because I don't want to start until everybody's here. And there's quite a few people here. So, come on, turn on. I have 31 names in the wheel. Now, how we're going to do this is I'm going to draw from the 31 names, and the person that wins is going to get a spot on the bracket board for Valentine's brackets, or a choice of the 8 prizes under the tree. And if they're not here, then I will tag them in the weekly announcement that they won. And then that way they can just pick later. So if you're here, that'd be great. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that winner now. No, the storm missed us. We just got this horrible negative temperature. I don't even know what it was, but I know my kitchen sink was frozen this morning. So that's going to be at least negative 20, I believe. Let's see who this is. It's Angela Mannery. So the first winner today is for the make-along, and that is Angela Mannery. She has a choice of a bracket spot or a prize from the tree. So congratulations to Angela. I don't know if she's here, but because last week I didn't have everyone in, I'm going to go ahead and draw another winner. So I'm going to remove Angela, hit the wheel again, and draw another one. Why not? She wants a bracket. Okay, Angela, I'll let you pick a bracket number. If you know what ones are open, go ahead and tell me. But before that, we are going to let Teresa Harp know she is winner number 2. So after Angela, you have a choice. So she wants number 9. 9 is open. Absolutely is. So Angela gets bracket number 9. All right. And Teresa, congratulations. Now, Teresa is telling me in an email that she is going to make the sweater her own, and how happy I am about that. Okay. So what she said was, I wanted to ask you if I could post the picture, because I'm making this sweater as a pullover, and I'm not going to do the pattern shells. Is it okay to post? I said, hang on until we get a little farther in, because I don't want them to think that they can post any sweater, because it is supposed to be this make along. So she is going to post her next pieces, and you will see her changes to the pattern, but it's basically the same amount of stitches and from what I gave as the parameters. So that is so cool. Teresa, what do you want? Do you want a spot on the bracket board? Oh, she can't. She can't. She already has one. See how fun this is? So, okay, so Teresa gets to pick a prize from under the tree. Hey, Steve, are you actually making the sweater? The sock yarn. All right. So Teresa decided that this sock yarn is needing to be delivered to her house. So that will be sent along as soon as she sends me a message. See, even when you're in the live, you still need to send a message. All right, let's get on to today's edging. You guys want to see the other one, the one that's done? I haven't showed it to you yet. Yeah, you're a rebel, all right. All right. Yep. The material, or the lives will stay up, so you can always go back and watch it. All right. Okay. All right, I'll show it to you. Maybe. Well, I was talking about how I wanted to add a little bit of halo. So I used the yellow on the yellow one. This blue is all ready to go for this one. So what I did was I did just the edging like I promised. I didn't go any farther, so my sleeves are not done. I'm showing you the back because I always start in the back, and there's going to be a little join where this yarn is joined. And so there is the collar. It is drawn in because you decrease as you go around. And then the buttons are in their prospective places where we're going to put them today. And then I went ahead and added a theme. So I have a little dog sewn on mine, and I am planning on this entire set to have these little dogs on it. So there's my 3 rows of edging, with the last row as using the Lulu. Lulu is the discontinued fuzzy yarn that I got from Crystal, and I've been once in a while sharing them. So hoping you are loving that. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing with the blue. I'm going to add the last row with the blue. I already have 47 here. Wow. I don't. I always do my button row the same way. I always do it that way. And today we're going to do it that way. I have no idea, boy or girl side. I know that when I wear something that is made for a woman, I can't stand the way the buttons button. And I always have a problem. So apparently I don't like wearing something in that position. I don't know. But I always do my buttons the same way. So I'm going to go ahead and start in the corner. So the first thing that I'm going to do is chain 1. You're using your H still. I don't find that changing the needle to a different size is important at all. So what I'm going to do is do one single crochet right in the top of the last double on that row, and it's going to lean to the left, so it's going to actually be a corner stitch when we come back. Thank you so much, Dory. When we come back around this side, we will do 2 additional single crochets in that same stitch to make that corner have 3. So your first single crochet goes right into the left hand, or in the top of that last double crochet on the row that you just finished. And if you have to add your yarn in, you can do it in that corner stitch. And if you want, you could do 3 singles right there, because we're going to do 3 singles total. And then you're going to look at the body as the first section and do approximately 20 or 21 stitches from this edge to this yoke part. And why I say that is because if you're looking at the whole sweater and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I got to do 35 stitches, where am I going to do them? No, break it down into 2. Break it down into the body, do 20 to 21, evenly spaced. And then when we get to this part, we'll have a lot less to worry about where our buttons are going to go. So just place 20 stitches across. And this is, on this part, it is not important as long as you have the same amount on this part of the body as you do on the other side. Okay, no problem. I didn't realize it was. So we're going to do 21 evenly spaced across the front right hand side. So we're on Thanks, Steve. This is why you're here. Gets quiet when I'm counting. Uh-huh. We're starting in the corner where we left off last week. You weren't, you didn't cut your thread. You didn't cut it, did you? If not, you're going to start. I will pick it up again in just a second and show you when I finish that last one. All right. So here's the front. And we left off in this corner, right? So this is where you're going to start, is right in that corner. So you're going to lay it flat, look at your corner, and start right up the body. So you're heading towards the head, and you're going to do 21 evenly spaced, not counting the corner. We're not counting any corners when we give out the numbers. So it is going to be 2, 4. Yep, I get exactly 21 if I very nice softly put them in. $51 in the room already. Holy cow. I got 53, Steve. I know that this today is going to take a little bit longer to do because I have all 3 rows that I have to basically let you know. Okay. All right. So now I know some of you haven't started, so you're going to be right in the bottom right hand corner of your sweater. You're going to put 1 single right in the corner and 21 on the body section up to the yoke. Hey, you know, there's occasionally times when Lori heckles us, so we got to be careful. She might end up being ousted. No heckling today, Lori. We're going to do 14 on the yoke part, evenly spaced across. And this is crazy because I am counting too. But yeah, it's fun. Okay, I'm wrong. Yeah, am I wrong? No. Okay, 14. I don't think I know who Crafty Bones is, do I? Single crochets, yep. Everything is going to be single crochet now. So I get 14 single crochets evenly spaced up. And now I'm right about here at the corner of the top. So 14 up here. So that would give you your 35. And I try not to go over that 35 on the other side as well. 58 now. Wow. Okay. Now this corner is where we started the sweater to begin with, way back when. So if you look, it's kind of, it looks kind of wimpy to me. So what I do is I take and wrap that whole section together with 3 single crochets to turn the corner. Don't try to go in that one little tiny hole there. Wrap the whole thing because you don't want to miss a stitch either. And it will leave a little bit of a bar there, but it'll end up being okay. There's not a hole there, really. It just finally fills in later. Oh, do you like it? She says she, I don't know who Crafty Bones is. Oh, do I? I don't think so. Anyway, so you're doing 3 single crochets in that corner, basically to turn the corner. Cindy, I did the sweater make along the last 2 Sundays, but I did not write anything down. It's all just in the live. And Outlander's going to start March 6th, so we're only a little bit about a month away. But you know what? You could wait till the end and just binge it all later on, right? Absolutely. Okay, if you have your 14 done, your 35 on the edge, and your single crochets in the corner, we'll go on to the next section. It is this collar section. And you're going to just put one single crochet in each across 6 single crochets of that chain from the very beginning of the sweater. And you're going to do 6 because at that point you have one before the corner. Is everybody good? Is everybody caught up? I know I'm moving along quick. Okay, I remember somebody named Jennifer from way back. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. It's been a while, huh? Well, welcome. Hi. Thank you for coming in. At the corner of your sweater where that corner started, when we did the very first row way back when, you're going to draw up a loop in 3 stitches for this corner. Frida, we started where I never said to cut it. So at the end of the shells, at the bottom of your sweater, the end of your shells, you should have had your yarn there. If not, you join it in at the very bottom of the shells. In that corner space, make one single, work 21 up the body and 14 up the yoke for 35 up. Okay? Does that help? So I'll do it one more time. Start at the very corner of your sweater at the end of the shells and work up the right hand side of your sweater, 21 up the body and 14 up the yoke. Yeah, we're on the front side of your sweater, the side that's going to be facing out. So we're not going to turn it inside out right now at all. Okay. So anybody else behind? I know it's hard to type and crochet. I know exactly who she is now. It just dawned on me. Yep, I remember now. I have watched a couple of your videos. Okay, I got a book down here. Okay, so the next part, you're going to do 3. After 14, you're going to do 3 singles in the corner at the top. And I just go over all of that because it really is. Yes, you have to watch the replay. But at the beginning here, I would hope that you guys could all keep up. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a decrease now. Right in this corner, we're going to do 6 single crochets across your little front section. And you should have 1 left on the front and then the corner and then. So I'm going to make a 3 stitch decrease there. I'm going to do single crochets. I'm going to draw a loop up in the first one, draw a loop up in the corner and draw a loop up in the next one on the back. And then I should have four loops on my hook. I'm going to draw over and draw through all four, and that will bring all three of those into one. Everybody got that? So you got six single crochets, not counting your corner, across the front of your work. And then you're going to make a 3 stitch decrease in the corner. And then you'll be ready to do the back. I haven't been doing these that much. I did a bunch of them last year with the Outlander stuff. I did a beret in Outlander. I did a cowl. Outlander inspired. I did a whole bunch of right at the beginning of the year that were make-longs, and that was fun. And then I kind of went away from using my own pattern for a while. And now I'm doing it again. And I'll tell you, it makes you freaking nervous because people are trying to do exactly what you do. And I don't think anybody crochets exactly the same as everybody else. I mean, it's just that way. So your next, the next section is going to be the over the shoulder, not the back. So you're just going to go single crochet across the shoulder for 7 stitches. Oh, no, it's 6. Yeah, 7. Where's the 6? Oh, I think it's 6 again. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it's 6. It is 6. So 6 in the front, 6 on the shoulder. And then another one of those decreases. You're going to do the corner again. You're going to do 3 stitch decrease. So pull up a loop in the first one, in the corner one, and in the next stitch on the back. And then draw through, yarn over and draw through all 4 on the hook again. So you have just drawn in this whole corner and made it closer. Is everybody caught up? I don't know that this is the easiest one today, because it is easy, but it's going to be drawn out. I really thought that part 3 would fit in here with all the other stuff, but it looks like we're going to be tight for time. That's okay. A lot of you will stay. I know you will. The ones that want to do it will, which is fine. Okay. All right. So then now you're going to have 14 across the back, I believe. Let me count them again. And just go a single crochet all the way across the back for 14, I believe. 2, 3, 4. No, it's 13. I get 13. Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as you leave 1 to do your corner decrease with. And like I said, this is just a vanilla, so it's okay. But I do get 13. Which is fine. And I see no one's talking, so okay, you got 13 too, Linda. All right, great. Now we're going to do a 3. Great, thank you. We're going to do a 3 stitch decrease in this corner. So we're going to pull up a loop in the next one, in the corner, and then in the next one on the front or on the shoulder. Draw through all 4 on your hook. And then it should work out to 6 on the shoulder again. And then you can do, 7. 7? Is it 6? What happened? What's going on here? I may have screwed up on my second count on this one. You didn't, but I may have, because I thought it was 14. But you're all saying 13, so should be fine. All right, so I got... Are we? Oh, okay, well, it's supposed to be. Mine was 7 on both shoulders. Okay. It probably was too. All right, then just do a decrease there. And this time, it needs to be 6 on the front left. And be very careful you don't put it in the chain round, because the chain round, the stitch, is where you're going to put 3 singles right in that top corner of that chain 3. And that'll be your turn. Okay, so I got, if there's 7 there and 6 over there, it's not going to make any difference. No one's going to notice it. But I think maybe I might have skipped a stitch or something. So there's my turn. And then on your chain, you'll do your 3 single crochets to turn. And then down the front, you will do the same amount, 35 stitches. You're going to do, I'm having a great time. Joanne has never been done one with me before, because I don't remember your name until this one. This one, I'm like, oh, somebody new. There are a few. There's 31 people. I was like, wow. So you're going to do 14 singles on this yoke, and then 21 on the next. No, I'm not going to. It's just the way that it's going to have to be. With me working full time, this is just fun to do together. But I'm not going to post any pattern. I'm sorry. It's not exact anyway. It's just what I do when I make a sweater. So, all right. So then 10, 11, 12. Yeah, gotta have 14. We have to make sure we have 14 though, because it's gotta match the other side. Have you ever seen a sweater where it looks as though the left side's longer than the right? So 35 stitches it needs to be, because your other side is. If you did, let's just say you did 36, then your side would need to be 36. That's not counting the corners. So 14 needs to be here. And I am not getting 14 in there right, so it must be. I am not doing it right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now I got 14. Yeah, just pull it back, do it again. Just keep doing it till you get 14. It's just evenly spaced. Is basically all you need to do. And there, I did end up with my 14. And then the next section is the next body, which is the left side, and that is 21. Gonna have to rip back a little bit and add another one or two. Jeepers. Good morning, Sabrina. There we go, 21. And your corner now that is this craft all about. That's all it's about, Your corner for this one will be your first double on the shell on the back side. So you want 3 singles in that corner space. And then we have almost completed our round. Now we have to go across the back, and we're going to place a single crochet in every stitch across the back. So if it's a chain, you're going to place a stitch. If it's a single, you're going to place a stitch. If it's a double, you're going to put a stitch. So it's all single crochets all the way across. And that is round number 1 of the edging. Round 2 and 3 are much easier than that because you've already established where your stitches are going to go. The only difference is we're going to do the button row, the button plaque. So I'm going to go ahead and ask Deb to put her crochet hook down at this point and let you play all the games for today's show. And you can work on this a little bit in between. Today's paparazzi is a bracelet. Hi, Ida. I brought out 2 raspberry colored bracelets. I know that sounds hilarious to the people that are new, but I think it's funnier than heck. But it is Valentine's coming up, so, you know, pink, pinky, pink. Okay, the first one, so you have your choice, and how it works, if you don't know, is my moderator, Deb. She marks the chat. You put in a comment which bracelet you would like to win. You have to have United States address to win anything on the channel. And your choice between the 2 bracelets. And then the color is both pink, so that isn't going to count. One of them is a cuff, and one of them is a regular bracelet. So this one is the cuff, and this is open on the ends, and it is a pink, just a cuff. So that will fit just about a medium wrist. I'm guessing a small to medium wrist, not a really big wrist, but it does bend. So these are lead and nickel free. And Deb's going to mark the chat, and you will have a chance to win that one, which is a cuff, or this one, which is 3 bracelets wrapped around each other. It has a clasp that is expandable. And this is the regular one. And they're both a choice today. All right, so put in what you would like to win if you want to win one. Some of you don't want to. That's fine. It's just that my inventory is fun to give away to everybody as an extra. And so I've been doing that. So real quick here, we'll do that paparazzi, and then wow, the chat went nuts. I think my coffee's cold too, but that's all right. Okay, Deb, go ahead, mark the chat. She's going to run off and get us a winner. And in the meantime, we'll pick up where we are and keep going across the back of your sweater. Get all your single crochets in. Yeah, holy cow. Yeah, it was 60. Thanks, Tara. Oh, yeah, you're right. Those plug-in warmers. That's a great idea. I have to look into that. Thank you, you guys. Appreciate it. When you get to the end of this back side of your sweater, the last thing you're going to do is put 2 singles into the same stitch where we started, into the same place where we started, right on the corner. You're going to do a single crochet in every stitch on the back. If it's a chain, you're going to put 1. If it's a single, you're going to put one, and it's a double, you're going to put one. So there's quite a few stitches on the back. It's just going to straighten it right out. Just put one single in every stitch presented to you on your back. I have definitely got to figure out if I had any men jewelry in my stash, because I might have. I didn't even think about it. There was a couple of people that I bought out at one point. So when you get 3, you put 3 in the corner, every corner that you've done on the sweater so far. And when you get to the end of the back, the last thing you do is 2 singles in the first stitch area where we had 1 to start the round with. Any other questions? Deanna Spencer is the winner of the bracelet. Thank you very much, Deanne. Let me know where to send it. Okay, so right there in that last one, we're going to do 2 singles, and then we're going to join to our first single with a slip stitch. All right, yes, I'm going to ask Deb right now to play the next game already. What I want to do is I want to do Let's Make a Yarn Deal. We're doing a D-stash from Christi's Closet. All of you are able to play if you have a United States address. So what I want you to do is Deb's going to mark the chat one more time, and this time you're going to write in your favorite weight and favorite color of yarn. Now, I know a lot of you will say sparkle or, different things like alpaca. Well, only put that in if you think I might be able to come up with something like that. But basically, you're going to write the weight and the color. And I'm going to try to find something to match that. The thing about it is I don't want to say, I'll get out the alpaca and you can't use it. So, or surprise me. Yeah, that's funny too. All right, go ahead. Let's see all these different choices and challenge me. Green spectrum. I know Steve gave me some color last week. I didn't know what the heck it was. It ended up being a color. Hey, Steve, did you get your yarn yet? I think you did. Celadon. Oh, yeah, that's cold. Woo! Wow, we have lots and lots of entries. Yep. All right. Hi, Beverly. So everybody got their choices in. Bev, we're doing D-stash. Put in your weight, your favorite weight, and your favorite color real quick. We're going to end the mark in a minute. All right, Deb, I think the chat slowed down a little bit. Go ahead and mark it and let me know. And I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody else to pick up. Oh, if you're caught up. If the majority of you are caught up, some of you are just writing it down, and that's fine. I have a feeling that I might get some emails again this week. The first week I had several emails on, am I doing it right? And that's okay. I don't mind video chatting with any of you. That's fun too. All right, Deb's going to get us a winner. So when you get to the back side and your first stitch, you're going to put 2 into that first stitch before you join and finish that round off. And then we're going to chain 1 for row number 2. And here is the easiest part of the sweater. Put a single crochet in every stitch all the way along. Just keep going for row number 2. No. We're going to go all the way to the corner together. And when you get to the corner, you're going to do 3 singles in the center of your corner. So look at your corner and find the 3. And in that center one, 62 in the chat. Holy cow. Never thought it would happen. Yes, I have some plans on doing other CALs together. And I know there's a lot of people that work and things like that and can't do them. And that's okay. I don't expect everybody to do them. But there's a bunch of people that really like doing stuff together with me. And a bunch of us have also started something in our knit night too. And Deb went ahead and posted about it. It is that blanket, the 2-color blanket, Granny Square Afghan, that Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter posted. And it was a really nice pattern to play with, color-wise. And so we're doing it. And I told Deb, go ahead, post it. So that way, if anybody wants to put theirs in, because I know a lot of people are making it. There's several people doing more than one as well. And that if you want to pop your picture in there, that's fine. I did not pin that to the feature though. All right, so I am up to the corner, so I'm going to put 3 single crochets in my middle stitch on the corner. What are we saying? Chair's heckling me. Yes, that's exactly why I'm doing this. I'm not doing it to teach anything. I'm not doing it, well, I'm kind of, but I'm doing it to do it with other people and get my stuff done. I have orders. You started it too, Tracy? Yeah, it's a really nice blanket. I started mine in light blue and a variegated blue, and I don't know whether or not it was a good choice, but I'm doing it anyway. Linda's Yarn Barn is the winner. She would like a 3 or a 4 in blue, teal, or turquoise colorway. Woohoo! All right. All right, Linda. Wow, let me think about a minute. Blue. Linda, let me ask you something. Does it have to be acrylic? If you answer and I don't see it, the chat's flying, so. Oh, hello. Glorious Granny, how big are the squares? My Glorious Granny squares are 21 inches, because I want it to be 1 square per month. So I just kept going till I was 21 inches on that, okay? Or 20 inches is my goal, and I think I went over. But I did 10 rows of one color and 10 rows of another, and then did a single crochet border with another. So that is my breakdown: 10 rows, and 1 on the Granny, Glorious Granny. Did I miss it? I want to see what she said. Not necessarily, but would prefer acrylic. Okay. All right, let's see. 3 or 4. Let me go look. Don't forget your corner you want to do single crochet 3 in the corner, and then we'll turn and do the collar. I found something. Let me see. This is a cotton candy blend. It is a Lion brand yarn. It is a blue, they call it sky. It is a 3 light. It's 271 yards, polyester and cotton blend. What do you think, Linda? Does that look cool to try? Have you tried this before? It's got a sparkle in there and some cotton candy colorway. Kind of cool. Let's see what Linda thinks. And so you like teal, huh? All right. I got a cool new stitch marker. Oh, you never had it before. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and show you this teal stitch marker. I just got these made. And that will go right on your skein of yarn. And then I will also ask you, if that's not enough of a deal, then if you want, you could trade your yarn for a spot on the bracket board or another prize that you might have seen under the tree. So let me know. Linda, do you want this yarn and this stitch marker? Or would you like a spot on the bracket board? Let me know. There's your yarn deal for the week. And I'm going to go ahead and pick this back up here. She doesn't know what to do. And that is the intention of that game. All right. So now when you get to the top, you're going to do single crochets across the top again. And you will do, let's see, the corner has 3 in it. Then you'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is 13 available? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's what you want? You want 13? Oh my goodness. Number 13 it is, Linda. All right. And I have Hendren as your last name. I hope that's right. Okay. I don't always do that. Sometimes I do. All right. Anybody else want to win this yarn? I'll let you think on that just for a minute. All right. Okay. So when you get to the corner, this time we're going to make a decrease with 2 stitches. So you're going to do the same thing on the corners inside the collar. You're going to make a decrease in the inside. All right. All right. Well, what we'll do is we'll do another yarn draw on this yarn because, you know, we will twist it together with the stitch marker giveaway that we do at the end of the show. We will use the yarn with that. So you will be able to win one of Deb's stitch markers, one of mine, and this cake of cotton candy blend from Lion Brand in just a few minutes. So we'll go ahead and go back to the sweater as everybody up to date on where we are. You're supposed to be single crocheting all the way back up your right hand side, 3 single crochets in the corner stitch, single crochet across the first 7, or whatever you have. And then decrease one. So you decrease over 2 stitches in the corners on the collar now, okay? So if you go across the top with single crochets in every single crochet presented to you, you will get to a corner, and when you come to that corner, just do one decrease over the next corner. That's all. And then just keep going, single crochet all the way across the collar. Right. I know I don't do humongous giveaways, but I do more little ones and have more fun doing those, I think, than anything. I just love to talk to everybody. And yeah, you're right. I don't have anybody to crochet with. So I like to do it with you guys. So again, when you get to the next corner, just make one decrease in the corner and keep going. Now, if you are not going to put halo on, then don't cut your yarn. When I finish this row, I'm going to cut mine, but because my third row is going to be the fun fur or Lulu, and that's going to give me my halo. Halo. She HD says she made a summer jacket. You made a summer jacket out of this yarn, really? It's a cotton blend. Oh yeah. That was fun, Connie. Thank you so much. I am on my last decrease corner, and I'm going to start the button placket in a minute. So I want everybody to at least have a pen and paper to write down the numbers. I'm going to go all the way to the corner. I'm going to do my 3 single crochets in my corner stitch, and then I'm going to stop and wait for everybody. So now I have, I have the inside of those 4 places as decreases by 1. All right. There. All right, so that's row 2, almost to the buttonholes. We are almost there. I know I should slow down just a little bit to let you catch up. So while you are catching up, I am going to show you what choices you have to win next. Deb has sent me some homemade stitch markers, and I've been giving them away at the end of the show. If we hit 50, well, heck, we hit 60, no problem. So today's giveaway will include your choice of one of Deb's stitch markers. I will show them now. And then you will also win this skein or cake of the cotton blend in the sky colorway and one of these turquoise stitch markers that I made. All right, so the choices that Deb has left are the gold or angel fish. There are 2 of them. These are the zebra pieces of, I don't even know if they're wood or not, but they have flowers on the ends. One of them. This one is a round zebra one with a flower on the end. And then the last one of the zebras is square with a flower. The other set has the angels, which there are 2 of. Okay, I get them all tangled up every week. Yep, I do. They get all tangled up together. Wow. Oh, gosh. Well, it gives you a chance to catch up, right? Ah, I mean, I really did it this time. Okay, there's the angels. Maybe. There's the two angels. There's a little bit smaller one and a medium one. And then I have the blue and purple one left with the little orange squigglies. And then I have the gray ball. Well, and then I have breast cancer one with the brown ball. And then the other breast cancer one is just kind of like different beads. All right. So those are the choices. Go ahead, Deb, mark the chat. We will let them pick their choice. All you have to do is, after the mark, write down what stitch marker you would like to win of Deb's, and that will enter you into that. It will automatically enter you into this yarn. Thank you very much. And then we're going to do the front of the, you do have to have United States address to send this to. So if you're here and you live abroad, you could send it to a friend that lives here. All of the giveaways on my channel are sponsored by me, or someone donated it for me to sponsor and give away. And I usually put it in the prize bin if someone sent it to me and said you can use it for giveaways or whatever. And then it ends up showing up on the show. Okay. Deb's going to mark the chat again, and we're going to go ahead and wait for Deb and start this button round. Now, what I did is, let me read my rules here. My rules. They're not rules. They are what I did. So let me see here. Row number 2. Okay. I did 2 single crochets after the corner. So I did 2 single crochets down the front. Then I did a chain 1. Then I skipped 1. No, I'm sorry. I did a chain 2. And I skipped 1. So what you're doing is you're skipping 1 chain, or skipping 1 stitch, but you're chaining 2. Okay, I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to go ahead and read it again because that was so confusing. Go all the way to your corner on your left side of your sweater and do 3 singles at the top. And if Brittany didn't get in there, it's too bad because that was up there a while. Okay, so now we're starting down of the left side where your buttons are going to go. You're going to single crochet in the first 2 single crochets, chain 2, skip 1 single crochet, and single crochet in the next 4. So there's your first buttonhole. Chain 2 again, skip 1 single crochet, and single crochet in the next 4. And there's your second one. You can barely see them. Yes, I've cross stitched too. HD, I don't know if she does. Chain 2 one more time, skip 1 stitch, and do single crochet in the next 4. And that should bring you right to the edge of, like, your buttonhole will be the last one will be right to the edge of your yoke. So you will have 3 buttonholes absolutely spaced out evenly. All right, so then just go in single crochet all the way around the rest of your sweater, making your corners 3 stitches in each corner space all the way around. That is the last thing I'm going to say about that row, unless you have questions. The rest of the row is the same. You just keep single crochets all the way around. Any questions before I do the last row? I don't want to keep you all day. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I want to keep you all day. I'm only kidding. Oh my goodness. Any questions at all? I'm going to tell you what that was real quick. It was turn the corner of your corner, do your 3 in the corner stitch. Then you're going to do 2 singles, chain 2, skip 1, do 4 singles. Row 2 is the buttonholes. This is row 2 of the outer edge. Oh, congratulations to Michelle, Nana Michelle Crochets. Oh my gosh, somebody I don't know who it is. Okay, so you wanted one of the breast cancer ones. There are 2 of them. Can you tell me which one that you got? Which one you wanted? The one with the bigger balls or the littler? Okay, just let me know. And yeah, then send me a message, either email or messenger, either way. The one on my right. Is that the smaller one? I don't know. Is this on my right? The smaller one. Okay. Thank you, Nana Michelle. Thanks for joining in today. You won both that stitch marker, this one, and this yarn. So congratulations. I usually send most things out on Mondays as long as you have claimed it. Claiming meaning, did I go over that? I did. Did I? Did I get that button? Row 2 explained to you completely? Is everybody caught up to that? Or wrote it down? So it starts out on the corner with the 3 singles in the corner. Then you're going to do 2 single crochets, first 2, then chain 2 and skip 1, then single crochet in the next 4, chain 2 and skip 1, single crochet in the next 4, chain 2 and skip 1, and that is your 3 holes. They are evenly spaced across the left side of your sweater. Now, you could actually do the same thing on the right side of your sweater. Just when you do it, you would be doing it opposite. In other words, you couldn't start at the top and work down. You would be going up, and therefore is why I do it on the left side, because I can start at the top and work down. Now you know why. There's always a reason for my madness, right? Okay, so then you're going to continue all the way around to your very first single crochet on that round 2 of the outer edges. And when you get to the end, you're going to place 2 single crochets in the same stitch that you started in. So that will be on the corner. And then you will slip stitch to your first one, and then I am going to cut my yarn. And at that point, is everybody caught? Everybody understands? No questions at this point? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do round 3. And I'm going to use a fur. I'm going to use the fur, and I'm going to do 1 row of the fun fur, or well, I call it fun fur, but it's a Lulu, and you could use this as your sweater, but I haven't been using this for the entire garment. I'm just using it as edging. And I did that edging on the yellow one. And there is 1 row all the way around. And when you get to your button plaque, you just put 1 single into your chain 2 space. 1 single. You want to tighten it back up. You want the hole to be there, but you want to tighten it back up. So I just went around, put a single crochet in every stitch all the way around. I did not do any more decreases. I just joined it in the back on the bottom, which is there. Went all the way around the sweater once and put a single crochet in every stitch. And when I got to the corners, I put 2 this time. So in every corner I just put 2 singles in every corner. Is that okay to just tell you that part and not go and actually do it with you? Yep, Connie, no problem. We're just going to do the sleeves for week number 4. I'm going to show you how I bring it down to a cuff and put on the edging to match on there. And then you will have the second sleeve to do on your own. So everybody's at 40th. Is that what she said? 40th anniversary? Oh my gosh, that's wonderful, Connie. Oh my gosh. So are you you're visiting family? Okay. All right. So that is the last part of that. Anybody have any questions at all on that part, on those parts? I'm hoping I have everything ready. I have something picked out for my blue one too to sew on. So what I did was I picked out this little puppy dog and I sewed it on here. Thank you. Thank you so much, Cindy. The little puppy dog is just he's a puffy, like patch. He's a patchwork, and he actually has some stuffing in him. And I'm going to put one of these on every piece of this sweater so that they all match together. And that is a set that's been ordered. Now, she didn't give me any idea of what she wanted. She just always says to me, surprise me. And I always say, you want me to do it, special? And so almost all my sets are different. They aren't the same, And Teresa, go ahead and put your sweater in the comments because I want everyone to see that you did yours in the round. She did my suggestion in the round so that it's a pullover. Thank you so much, Cindy. Cindy, you are a super friend. All right. I can't wait to see all of your ideas. Make it your own. Put on patches. Put on buttons that are cutesy. I just went ahead and did little yellow ones because I already have the cutesy going on over here. I just did yellow ones. And I have blue ones picked out for my blue. But oh my gosh, I know you guys have ideas that you're going to do, and then when you get to the booties, you can add that theme on the booties as well to make a match. I have a couple other things that I got this weekend that I'm working on that I'm hoping that you guys would like to do. And one of them is I took that skein of alpaca. Do you remember the knit crate unboxing? Well, I took that skein of alpaca and I Doug caked it up, right? And I started making fingerless mitts with this yarn. And look at those. Now, do you remember the Christmas present I got was a set of these mindful needles? They're 10-inch. Well, guess what? I love them. Love them. I am going to be making up this pattern and hoping that you guys would like to do it with me. I don't know. It's just going to be so cool. Well, somebody asked me about it, so all right. Okay, well, any questions before I let you go? Any questions at all, or do you want me to stay? You can do it, Dory. Don't make me make them for you and send them to you like Stephanie does. Oh, that's right. She's not here to defend herself. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. It does help me if you replay watching things over and over, I think. I'm not sure. The last row, no. You just do one single crochet in the chain 2 space of the buttonhole. Because if you use those buttonholes over and over and over again, they're going to get wider and wider, and you don't want that. So that brings it back down just a little bit. It's plenty big enough for was it a 1/2 inch button to go through? So 2 rows only on the neck without the fur. No, do the 3rd row with your regular yarn. You need to have that 3rd row with your regular yarn. Yeah. Because you don't want your buttonhole just to be flopping there. You want to close it back in. So yeah, your 3rd row does need to be done. I don't always do an edging, but I am today. This is a baby Lulu, and I believe that the Yarn Bee is sold out now. They are discontinued this. But I found a yarn that's just like this at Hobby. And I will bring it out here and show you. I bought a couple of them, different places. This one is, I think I got this one from like Webs or one of them. It's called Paris. It's a polyamide and acrylic. It does the exact same thing. So this one is called Paris. And I think I have another one that does that too. Yeah, I have a purple one. So this one is a dark purple. And it, like I said, it's just the halo edge. And these are DK. So it's not real heavy, but it's not meant, I don't think these are meant to be blended with another one, so I use them as edging. Because if you try to blend them, you'll come out with a 5 or a 6, and it's not like it's a, real thin one for you to blend with another or hold together. I mean, 2 in the corners on row 3, yes. So you're just gonna do 2 because that edging's a little thicker. But you don't need to pronounce. It'll get too much of a V if you put 3. Yep. And so what I did was I took the other side and I lay it down, right? I lay it down and I match up where. Now what I do is a lot of times I take a stitch marker and I put it in your choice of where you want that button to meet the other side. So you're laying it on the table, right? And you say, okay, here's the buttonhole, right? So then I take the stitch marker and I put that in the exact place where I want to put the button. And then a lot of times I'll put these 2 in too, but I'll still just do the first one and I'll button it and I'll make sure that these are still lining up before I do the next one. But I always put the buttons in that way. Then I sew them on with regular thread. Does that help? And then, of course, if you want, you can have fun early and put on something over here. Don't have to. And then that way, it's kind of like it's getting closer to seeing your set finished with a theme, but it's not really done yet, Any other questions? Row 2, 3 in the corner, or 2. Yep, 2. 2 in the corners for row 3. I put my buttons right up against the edge of the your, yeah, I think I showed you close enough. But I put them right up against the edge as close as you can without actually putting them on the edge. Come on now. I can't believe 49 people are still here. It's crazy. Where did I get the little doggy patches? Well, I'll tell you. I had a lady. Her name is I thought I had it. Okay. She sent me 2 boxes last summer. And I think she was moving. And I haven't heard from her in a while. And I thought that she possibly had to move because her husband was sick. But anyway, she sent me like little treasures from her stash. She sent me yarns. She sent me these patches. I had a whole entire bag of patches and stuff. But you know where I get them? I get them from Etsy. I really do. People make them on their machines and sell them. And you can get a pack of 10 for $2, But she had these little puppy dogs. Now she had them on 2 colorways. I thought they matched perfectly. You could turn them both ways. See you later, Deanne. And she sent me like all kinds of them, flowers and stuff like that. And so I'm going to be putting a blue dog on the blue one. And I'll show you that next week. But anyway, there's the dog I'm going to be using for the blue one. I thought it was perfect. But I don't think I'm going to be putting the dogs on the booties on that blue one. So anyway, this one actually looks like it's crocheted. And I'm sure it probably is, because it's the tiniest little stitches. If you remember last summer when I was getting the boxes from that lady, yeah, I haven't talked to her in a while, but that's where those little doggy ones came. But you can find them on Etsy. They're awesome. All right, is everybody okay? I think we're gonna go. Thank you all for being here today. I appreciate every single one of you. And I'm so glad that you take a moment out of each day and be creative with me. I know that it is a crazy channel. I do a lot of make-alongs. Hats, and more hats. Get your hats in for January because you don't want to miss out on the bonus for the year. I'll be drawing that shortly, like Tuesday. Yeah, tomorrow's the last day. And one other thing is, if you don't have your snowman along done, I want to remind you to finish that and get that in there, because you know what? I have a special stitch marker that I'm going to be giving away to people who have done the snowman along. There he is. And if there's enough people, I might give away 2. All right. If you have any questions about it, ask me in Messenger. I'll be sure to answer. Thank you so much for joining me. Talk to y'all later. Bye now.